My love, I'm writing this with hands that won't stop trembling because I know these words may sting before they soothe. I know they may shake the ground beneath your feet, but I also know that silence has been slowly poisoning us, and I can't carry that poison into tomorrow. If I leave things unfinished, I'll become a shadow in your life, an unanswered question that keeps returning in the quiet hours. I don't want to haunt you with what I was too afraid to say. I don't have the courage to face you the way you deserve, eye to eye, steady, honest, without my voice cracking. So I split my heart into a confession instead. Please read until the very end. Please don't stop at the part that hurts. And if you feel ready to confirm the truth, reach out to me. Let's not leave our story tangled in half sentences and doubts. If you're ready, like this video and type TRI6. Not because the comment matters, but because I need to know you're still here with me while I bleed the truth onto this page. My dearest love, these words taste like ash in my mouth. Heavy, bitter, the kind of truth that refuses to stay buried. You felt it, haven't you? The strange pauses in my voice. The way I changed the subject too quickly. The way I've started to look at you like I'm searching for permission to confess, then swallowing it down again. You've watched my affection come in waves, so intense it scares me, then suddenly distant, like I'm trying to outrun something inside myself. You deserve the reason. The truth is, I have not been well, not in the dramatic way that demands sirens or hospital walls, but in the quiet way that dismantles a person from the inside. I've been living with a confusing storm of fear and desire, a pull toward you that feels like home, and a panic that rises the moment I feel safe. It's an ugly contradiction. I crave closeness, but my mind turns closeness into a threat. And when I'm overwhelmed, I do what I've always done, I run. But that is not the full truth. This is where the third party enters the room. There has been someone in the shadows. Not a new love, not a replacement, not someone I chose over you, but someone who has been weaving themselves into our story like a thread you don't notice until the fabric starts tearing. I didn't want to believe it at first. I didn't want to give it a name. I told myself I was imagining things. I told myself you were safe. I told myself our love was too real to be touched by someone else's bitterness. But my love, I was wrong. There is a person, close enough to know pieces of my life, close enough to watch us, close enough to interfere, who has been feeding me poison about you. Not once, not twice, repeatedly, carefully, strategically. The kind of poison that doesn't look like poison at first. It looks like concern. It looks like I just want to protect you. It looks like I'm telling you this because I care, and I let it in. I let it in because it touched the wound that already existed in me. The fear that love will trap me, the fear that I will fail, the fear that if I fully surrender to you, I'll lose myself. That third party didn't create my fear, my love, but they learned how to play it like an instrument. They watched my patterns. They studied my weaknesses. They waited until we were doing well, until I was soft with you, committed, steady. And then they leaned in and started whispering doubts into the parts of me that still shake. They said you were hiding things. They said your kindness was an act. They said your love was a strategy. They brought up your past, real or imagined, and twisted it into a weapon. They made you sound dangerous. They made me feel like I was about to be caught. Then they did something that still makes my stomach turn when I remember it. They brought me proof. Screenshots, messages, photos. They told me it was you. They told me it was someone close to you. They told me, compare this with what you think you know. And my love, this is where I confess what I'm most ashamed of. I listened long enough for doubt to take a seat beside me. I didn't stop them immediately. I didn't slam the door. I let them talk because a sick part of me wanted an excuse to run. A sick part of me wanted a reason to justify my fear. I didn't want to face my own instability, so I almost let their story become my escape route. But even while my mind was spinning, my heart refused to agree. Because every time I tried to believe their lies, I saw you the way you actually are. I saw the patience you've shown me when I've been cold for no reason. I saw the tenderness you've offered even when my words were sharp. I saw the way you've held space for me without forcing, without controlling, without demanding perfection. I saw how your love has never been a trap. It has been a sanctuary. So I started to look closer at what they gave me. And my love, the truth revealed itself like daylight breaking through a cracked door. The screenshots had inconsistencies, timestamps that didn't align, names spelled wrong, phrases you would never use, images cropped in a way that hid context, a narrative assembled like a cheap mask. It wasn't you. It wasn't your truth. It was their construction, a trap designed to trigger me because they knew I'm easy to trigger. And when I confronted them, when I asked direct questions they couldn't dodge, they did what manipulators always do. They changed the story. First, they said, "Fine, it's not exactly you, but it's someone around you." Then, "Okay, maybe it's not someone around you, but I still think you're being played." Then, "Why are you defending them so hard? Are you in too deep?" They weren't trying to protect me, my love. They were trying to possess me. And that's the third-party truth. This person doesn't want me happy. They want me dependent. They want my attention, my confusion, my instability, because if I'm stable, I don't need them. If I'm loved properly, their influence dies. That's what this has been. Influence. Control. Subtle emotional sabotage disguised as help. And I let it touch us. You deserve an apology bigger than words can hold. I am sorry I didn't protect our love faster. I am sorry I let outside voices step into private spaces. I am sorry I didn't come to you the moment my mind started shaking. I am sorry I made you feel uncertain when all you've offered me is sincerity. Now I need to tell you the next truth, one that will sound like abandonment if you only read the surface. I need to step away for a while. Not because I don't love you. Not because I've chosen someone else. Not because you weren't enough. But because I have to face what made me vulnerable to sabotage in the first place. My love, I've been surviving with unhealed parts of myself for too long. I've been pretending I'm fine while I'm drowning in unspoken fear. I've been building smiles on top of storms. And I've been asking you silently to carry the weight of a battle you never started. I can't keep building our relationship on sandcastles of pretending. So I'm choosing something difficult. I'm choosing to become honest with myself. Therapy. Real healing. Not the kind you announce like a performance, but the kind you do when no one is clapping. Quiet walks in nature where I learn to sit with my thoughts instead of fleeing them. Journaling where I finally spill what I've been hiding, so it stops spilling into us. Boundaries so strong that no third party can slip a blade between our ribs again. I want to return to you with a mind that doesn't flinch at love. If you're ready to grow with me, like this video and type 9. While I'm gone, I'm not vanishing. I'm not punishing you with silence. I'm not disappearing the way I used to. Every week, you will receive a letter from me, my bridge across the distance. A proof of intention. A promise that the separation is not rejection. It is repair. And if you're ready to heal yourself too, like this video and type 5. But listen, this part matters most. This is not about you being unworthy. This is about me becoming worthy. I want a relationship that is real, not fabricated. A love that can breathe in daylight, not one that survives only in fantasy and fear. I want to love you with every fiber of my being, without panic hijacking my heart, without outsiders steering my decisions, without my past controlling my future. This time apart is an investment in us. Because when I return, I don't want to return as the same person who flinched, doubted, and ran. I want to return as someone who can stand in front of you and say, clearly, I choose you without fear. Now, one more truth, and it may shock you. The third party didn't just interfere once. They tried to set a final trap. They told me they would expose you. They said they'd send things to people. They hinted they could ruin your image, your peace, your reputation. They tried to scare me into loyalty to them, into silence, into obedience. And that's when I understood. This isn't drama. It's manipulation. So I'm cutting the cord. No more private conversations. No more advice. No more listening to someone who benefits from my confusion. And if that person comes to you, if they try to paint me as the victim and you as the villain, remember this confession. Remember that I saw the pattern. Remember that I finally recognized the scheme. My love, if you want the full truth with names and details, I will tell you directly, privately, because I refuse to turn our pain into public entertainment. But I will not hide anymore. If you're ready to confirm everything, reach out to me. Let's speak like two adults who refuse to let outsiders write our ending. If you still believe in the strength of our love, like this video and subscribe, not for me, but for the version of you who deserves peace. Before I step into this healing journey, I want to leave you with a prayer, not as a spell, not as a performance, but as a soft place for your heart to rest. Repeat it with me if you feel called. And if you want to claim this prayer, like this video and type 3. Healing prayer for love, protection, and financial peace. Dear universe, in the midst of shifting energies and heavy emotions, I come to you seeking guidance, protection, and healing. I ask for clarity in love and clarity in money, because both can become storms when fear is left untreated. I recognize the need to release suffocating restrictions, control, jealousy, manipulation, and the anxiety that turns love into pressure. Help me embrace openness with my partner, with myself, and with the future I am building. As tensions rise in my emotional life, I trust that these challenges can free me. Free me from old patterns, free me from impulsive reactions, free me from the fear that tells me to run. May the energy of love and wisdom illuminate my path through shared finances, confidential matters, and decisions that shape my stability. As I encounter unpredictable shifts, sudden temptations, sudden opportunities, grant me balance. When I feel the urge to spend recklessly to soothe my emotions, give me strength to pause. When thrills call my name, remind me that true security is built, not chased. Help me maintain steady hands and a steady heart. Guide me to make wise choices that align with long-term well-being. Choices that protect my future. Choices that honor my responsibilities. Choices that respect my peace. If old relationships resurface or new connections appear, grant me discernment. Let me recognize what is real and what is manipulation. Let me see clearly what nourishes me and what drains me. I pray for abundance and prosperity to flow into my life, not as a sudden miracle that fades, but as a stable river that supports my growth. Teach me gratitude and humility, so I can receive without fear and give without guilt. In this moment of reflection, I surrender my worries to you. I surrender financial stress. I surrender emotional chaos. I surrender the voices that do not belong in my relationship. Lead me towards stability, peace, and healing. And if love is meant to remain, let it return stronger, protected by truth, strengthened by boundaries, and guided by wisdom. Thank you for your light, your protection, and your support. Amen. My love, I'm not asking you to wait in pain. I'm asking you to wait in truth. If you're ready, reach out. If you're hurt, I understand. If you're angry, you have every right. But please don't let a third party steal what was always sacred between us. I'm leaving the facade behind. I'm choosing the hard truth. I'm choosing healing. And if you still want me when I return, if you still believe we can rebuild, then this isn't goodbye. It's the end of the lie and the beginning of something real.